fun-filled afternoon at PNC Park. Sunday, July 12th, after your Buccos take on the Milwaukee Brewers. We wrap up the first ever country weekend as multi-platinum award-winning country artist Jordan Davis takes the stage for a full-length post-game concert presented by EQT. One game, one concert, one price. Learn more at pirates.com/Jordan Davis.
Tonight's game on the Pirates Radio Network brought to you by AHN, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. By NSS Life for low-cost life insurance and high-yielding annuities. It's NSS Life, where family matters. By Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. By the Pennsylvania Lottery, players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. And by SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bucco Baseball also brought to you by Pittsburgh Brewing Company, Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and IC Light. By Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Pirates. By Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to support Pirates everywhere. From home base to home away from home, because life, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. By Number One Cochran, Club One Rewards. Join for free today to earn points and save on every service visit. By Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and by PNC. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. Well, another heartbreaker here in Pittsburgh. 3-2, the Mariners come back, and wouldn't you know it was Cole Young who had the two-run homer in the 7th inning of Mitch Keller. And the Mariners, who were trailing 2-0 going into the 4th, come back to win it 3-2. And we'll have more to come on our post-game show next on the Pirates Baseball Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
RingCentral's AI receptionist uses voice AI to answer on the first ring, so you'll never miss a call again. In just a few minutes, you can personalize your own AI receptionist to answer questions, route calls, schedule appointments, and even send texts in multiple languages. Plus, it's easy to scale. Create unlimited AI receptionists across any phone system. It's all powered by one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2.
I had a cologne that I am very proud of. I think it smells good, and everybody says I smell like pancake. It's not a pancake.
He does. He smells like syrup. Did you sniff him on the way by?
Yeah, I sniffed him.
I have never been sniffed this much before in my life.
Can you
like
really?
Like
I like it.
It's called House of Pancake. He does smell like syrup. Everybody was, it was like a dog walking in. Everybody was sniffing him. It was unbelievable.
I miss those days.
The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2 on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Game day doesn't just happen. You plan for it. You fuel up before first pitch with fresh donuts. You stay ready through the middle innings with Schnuggets. And when it's over, win or lose, you wrap it up with a delicious, decadent milkshake. After all, big emotions call for big sips. Because no matter the outcome of the game, a Sheetz run is always a home run. Why the Sheetz not stop by the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates?
You see the skyline, you drive over the bridges. We built that. Ironworkers Local Union Number 3 isn't just a job, it's a legacy. And you can start as early as this fall. Now's your chance to join the apprenticeship program and learn from the best in the business. Earn while you train, build what matters. Take pride in every beam and bolt. Starting wages over $27 with great benefits. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com and apply now before time runs out.
Mariners win it 3-2 tonight at PNC Park. Our out-of-town scoreboard presented by AHN, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. Marlins hosting the Rangers, lead 6-3 in the 9th inning down in Miami. Brandon Nimmo homered for the Rangers, his 9th of the year. Yankees lead at Detroit 4-3. That game is in the 9th. Jazz Chisholm Jr., a 2-run homer, his 12th of the year. Top of the 9th inning, the Phillies up on the Nats 11-8 in our nation's capital, going to the bottom of the 9th inning. 3-run home run for Yorvit Vivas gave the Nats the go-ahead, the Phillies the go-ahead home run in that ball game. The Cubs have a 7-2 lead in New York in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pete Crow Armstrong, a 3-run homer, his 17th of the year for the Cubbies. Again, leading that one in New York in the 6th inning, 7-2. Brewers lead the Reds 2-0 going to the bottom of the 8th inning in Cincinnati. The Dodgers up on the Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis. That game's a 5-2 score in favor of the Dodgers in the 4th inning. White Sox at home have a 2-1 lead in the 8th inning over the Cleveland Guardians. Miguel Vargas hit a solo homer. That was his 17th home run of the year. Cardinals hosting the D-backs. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and it is 0-0 St. Louis and Arizona. Red Sox at Coors Field in Denver have a 2-1 lead over the Rockies in the 3rd. Angels and Orioles are just getting underway in Los Angeles. The Giants are hosting the Athletics in San Francisco. The Padres entertaining the Braves in San Diego. And a couple of final scores. The Royals all over the Rays down in St. Petersburg, 12-5. 2-homer game for Jack Caglione, his 13th and 14th of the year, while the Astros beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 9-7. Here again, the Pirates drop a 3-2 decision in the first game of this 3-game series against the Seattle Mariners. As we mentioned, since the Pirates stole a base in tonight's game, it means steal a base, steal a deal from Valvoline Instant Oil Change is in play. Hurry over to VIOC.com/steal, STEAL, to score $25 off your next premium oil change. We'll be back with more on the Pirates Baseball Network.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
That sound, that's home. When you're watching the Bucks, you don't reach for just any beer. This is Pittsburgh. We show up for our team, and we stand by our own. If you want to hit a home run in your town, drink local. Iron City Beer, brewed here since 1861. A true fan favorite. We're cracking IC Light. Clean, crisp, and built for game day in the new Stargell Stars can. So next time you're in the stands, ask yourself, are you drinking for some other city, or are you drinking for your town? It's your town, it's your team, it's your Iron City and IC Light. Iron City Beer and IC Light. Proudly Pittsburgh.
Back here at PNC Park, a final score of 3-2. Let's step aside, allow our stations to identify themselves. And we want to remind you about tomorrow's game against the Mariners at 6:40 in honor of Topps 75th anniversary. First 10,000 fans get Topps Series 2 baseball card pack. And on Thursday afternoon, 12:35 matinee game. That's a Sugardale Dollar Dog game. $1 hot dogs at select concession stands thanks to Sugardale on Thursday afternoon for the final game of the series against the Seattle Mariners. And now let's step aside for station identification on the Pirates Baseball Network.
HD1 Pittsburgh. An Odyssey Sports Station.
The PBC key account of the game for Pittsburgh Brewing's key account of the game. Stop into Applebee's all season long for $4 22-ounce IC Light drafts. It was Mitch Keller for the Pirates against George Kirby. And the scoring started in the 2nd inning. With 1 out, Andy Rodriguez laced a double to right center field. That brought up the DH, Marcell Ozuna. On Friday at Coors Field, he was 1 for 4, and he lines this into center field for a base hit. Beasley going to wave home the runner, and Ozuna brings home Andy Rodriguez. And it's 1-0 Pirates in the 2nd. And the Pirates got a break in the 3rd inning with 1 out. Brandon Lau singled, and Brian Reynolds then with a base hit to left field put runners at 1st and 2nd, and the next hitter was Nick Gonzalez. The 0-1 to Gonzalez. Chopper, left side. 3rd base, scoops. Crawford throws and throws it past Naylor. Pirates will score another run. Gonzalez will hold at first base this time. Lyle scores. Reynolds to 3rd. 2-0 Pirates in the 3rd inning. Yeah, but the Pirates did not take full advantage of that. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Ryan O'Hearn popped up. Andy Rodriguez struck out. Pirates left a bunch of runners on base. Weren't great with runners in scoring position, and that so often comes back to haunt you. And it did for the Pirates because Cal Raleigh in the 4th inning against Mitch Keller got the M's on the board. The 0-2 is a high fly ball to right. Going back, O'Hearn to the track, the wall, and gone. Cal Raleigh on an 0-2 pitch. Homers over the Clemente wall, his 8th of the season. And it's a 2-1 Pirates lead. We just talked about Raleigh getting his timing slowly but surely back after coming off the injured list last week. Missed a bunch of time, and guy who hit 60 home runs last year could be catching fire at the wrong time. Well, wrong time to have a former Pittsburgher, well, I guess you'd say current Pittsburgher, but a guy who was coming to Pittsburgh for the first time as an opponent, and we're talking about Cole Young, who Pirates saw last year in Seattle, but his first trip to Pittsburgh as a Mariner. Luke Raley led off the 7th inning with a double against Mitch Keller, and Cole Young provided the game-winning hit for the Mariners. Nobody out, 2-1 Pirates. The pitch, and a high fly ball to right field to the wall. Back, and it is gone. Pittsburgh's Cole Young back at PNC Park for the first time as a major leaguer gives the Mariners a 3-2 lead in the 7th with his 7th home run of the year. That would be the final score. We'll check totals next on the Pirates Baseball Network.
Remember when your sandbox was your construction site? When you dreamt of building skyscrapers and moving mountains? Those video games where you build entire cities? That wasn't just play. Today, you can actually build it. From towering skyscrapers to bridges connecting communities, the International Union of Operating Engineers Local 66 turns childhood dreams into rewarding careers. We offer better benefits, retirement plans, and a safer work environment. If you can dream it, you can build it. Learn more at iuoe66.org.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, the PM team.
A little while longer.
A little while longer now. A little while longer now. A little bit longer now. A little bit longer now. Hey, 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 hey.
That's good. A little while longer now.
The PM team at 2 p.m. live and local.
Howdy, Pirates fans. Be sure to head out to PNC Park on Friday, July 10th when the Bucks take on the Brewers at 6:40 p.m. for Country Weekend. Kick up your boots and enjoy some Pirates baseball. Then be sure to stick around after the game for an exciting post-game Zambelli fireworks show presented by EQT. Get your tickets and see all the Country Weekend activities at pirates.com/Country Weekend. Yeehaw! And let's go Bucks!
For the guaranteed lowest prices on top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Purple, shop the home team. Levin, the latest and greatest sleep science, advanced cooling, pressure relief, or total body support. Better sleep begins in Levin. Plus, get free next day white glove delivery. And with the best financing options, there's a mattress to fit your budget. And only Levin will double the manufacturer's warranty. So you can buy with confidence at Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Pirates fall to the Mariners 3-2, and the totals for the Mariners: 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, and 7 men left on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 9 men left on base. Winning pitcher George Kirby, 6 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned. He's 6-7. Save Andres Munoz, and boy, he just blew away the 3 batters he faced. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts, 14 saves for him. Loser Mitch Keller, 5-5. Time of game 2 hours 39 minutes. Paid attendance 16,015. Mariners are now 41-39 on the year. The Pirates dropped to 39-40. They've lost 11 of their last 16. And now all time they are 9-18 against the Mariners, 4-10 here at PNC Park. It's a Braxton Ashcraft Wednesday. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Quite a pitching matchup because he'll be opposed by Brian Wu, who last year was masterful against the Pirates. Ashcraft 6-3 with a 3.18 ERA. Wu is 6-5 with a 3.94 earned run average. 6:15 airtime for the pregame featuring Pirates skipper Don Kelly. And we hope to see you here tomorrow night for game 2 of this 3-game series. Thanks to Mike Kravitz, our producer at our flagship station. Our director in the booth has been Doran Check. Now for Bob Walk, Greg Brown, thanks for being with us. The Mariners win it as Cole Young comes back to the Berg and homers to give Seattle a 3-2 win on the Pirates Baseball Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
93.7 The Fan Morning Show with Doran Dickerson and Adam Crowley.
my eyes were going, so I had to get the glasses.
He looks good.
Adulthood.
Thank you, Norm.
Yeah.
You never go back.
Shaved his beard last week, glasses this week. It's a new Adam.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new Adam.
Well, I'm trying to keep things fresh in the marriage.
So that's why you got your eyes checked?
Well, listen.
She should get her eyes checked.
There's...
Boom.
Dang.
The Fan Morning Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Pirates games are the perfect events to create new memories with any type of group, from clients to colleagues, sports teams, schools, family, and friends. Pirate group tickets offer a wide variety of seating and pricing options to fit any group need. All group tickets of 15 or more people come with loaded value, food and beverage, and merchandise credit loaded on each ticket to use the day of the game. Learn more at pirates.com/groups.
This is going to do it. This game is over. Should be the ball game.
You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network. Today's game on the Pirates Radio Network has been brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Caring for you through every win, loss, and every moment in between. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light. Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Pirates. NSS Life. For low-cost insurance and high-yielding annuities, it's NSS Life, where family matters. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to support Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because life. Highmark, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And by PNC. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/team.
The ball game is over, and this game is over, and the ball game is over.
Now, it's time for your reaction on the Pirates Fan Reaction Show. The Og Murphy and Prikoski Fan Reaction Show is presented by Van Handel Cleaning and Restoration and is brought to you by Bellman Electric, Sir Grout's, Hampton Beer Outlet, Guardian Protection, NJM Insurance, Keystone Custom Apparel, Veteran Basement Waterproofing, Zero Res Commercial Cleaning, and Og Murphy and Prikoski Law Firm. We're all in.
And this will do it, and the ball game is over.
The Fan Reaction Show is on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the Mariners come back on the 2-run homer by Pittsburgh native Cole Young off Mitch Keller in the 7th inning. And it's 3-2 Seattle, the final, and the first of the 3-game series.
And this was tough because the Pirates had the lead most of the night. Mitch Keller seemed to be getting back on track, and that's exactly what this team needs. Of all the things that have been plaguing the Pirates and they've been wishing for, perhaps chief among them is the return of Mitch Keller to his old form. And I think for the most part tonight we were able to get that. But unfortunately, the big hit continuing to elude the Pirates, going 2 of 8 with runners in scoring position, stranding 9 in this 1-run defeat. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun on the post-game show tonight here as we welcome you in. Og Murphy and Prikoski brings it to us. So too does Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. And you can join the conversation at 412-928-9370. Don Kelly will most certainly be asked about his decision with Mason Montgomery, assuming him to be ready, but most definitely was loosening as we started the 7th inning. But Mitch Keller, after throwing 76 pitches of 6-inning 1-run ball, was sent back out for the 7th to face 6 through 9 in the batting card, or at least 6, 7, and 8. Gives up a double to Luke Raley, and then another left-handed hitter, Cole Young, hits the 2-run home run. The pride of North Allegheny, Bob Walk's neighbor, wins the game for the Seattle Mariners. Storybook homecoming for Young, the 22-year-old who 4 years ago was drafted in the first round, the Tiger that he is. So a great night for him and all who were here, and he had plenty from the Wexford area to cheer him on. And much like Ian Happ has done, much like J.J. Weatherholt did, Sean Casey, if you want to go way back in the day, just another...
Corey Sullivan, another NA guy.
Oh, my gosh, just the terrorism from our own.
We were talking about tonight. His first game, he had a home run out of here. So
we can't get away from it. It doesn't matter the year, the player, the team, the generation.
Well, and the very first game here was
Casey.
Sean Casey.
Right.
First home run ever hit in this ballpark was Pittsburgh guy.
Yeah.
Last home run ever hit in the old ballpark. Pittsburgh
At
guy.
least he was ours. At least we had Rock, right?
Yeah, but he had come back to us because he had gone away and came back.
Well, Leland pirated him, so and that's how that all went. But I mean, not to be all giggly here.
Pittsburgh guys play well here.
They do.
Just kind of we'll put it at that.
Well, it's one of those things. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry because that's kind of how it feels, right? They're kind of under your nose. They they leave, they go off, they spread their wings, and then they do their best work against their hometown team. So, but anyway, I mean, it's tough because the Pirates, right? As we kind of zero in here, they're now a game under 500. They're 7-12 in the month of June. 39-40, a tough one. This isn't one that you wanted to give away. And it kind of feels like the Pirates did. Seattle did not play good ball defensively, especially at third base. They commit 3 errors. This one, Walkie, was, I think, in the Pirates' hands, and really unfortunate the way that it just sort of slipped from our grip, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, there's going to be a lot of, there are going to be some questions anyway. But I mean, I got absolutely no problem with what he did. In my mind, in the baseball that I grew up in, that's a no-brainer. That guy's going back out there and pitching the 7th inning. So that's no big deal. You look up the scoreboard and you see we just have the 2 runs.
Yeah.
And I thought, especially with what inning was it? We got the 2nd run.
3rd inning.
Yeah, I felt like maybe we could have maybe got a little bit more out of that one. And
sure.
I just. You hate to see that 2-run homer be the difference in the ball game late like that. I thought we could have had a little bit of a cushion. We didn't.
I'd agree. Those first 3 innings, the Pirates collected 7 hits and 2 errors were committed, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And again, you only walk away with 2 runs. You strand 4. That was just the first 3 innings alone.
That right there is probably as important in what happened in this game than anything else.
Yeah, and in the 5th inning, you waste a leadoff double by Brandon Lau as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that nothing to show for that because with Lau hitting 2nd, you got 3, 4, and 5 behind him. You'd like to think that with your bell cows, you should be able to push at least 1 across with a leadoff double. And I'm with you, Bob. And I know, and this is where the debate is going to come. And just to get everybody up to speed, if they don't know the scenario, Mitch Keller threw the ball well. You were remarking on the air tonight as to how he was filling up the strike zone. He really was.
The control problems, no, and he was very confident with the pitches. I don't know what you keep track of that, but I really like the fastball sweeper combination he was working. I thought that was a great pitch for him, and I think he threw quite a few of them tonight.
And 17 of 26 on first pitch strikes for Keller. I thought the fastball command was a lot better overall. 26 of his 34 fastballs were for strikes.
He looked like, tell me he didn't look like he went out there like a man on a mission and stuck to it. I mean, he found out early, okay, this is what I got. This is what was working for me, and I'm gonna do this until they make me stop.
So, and he was just, again, filling up the strike zone, moving through Seattle's lineup with relative ease. The only blemish on his mark was a leadoff solo homer on an 0-2 pitch that he grooved to Cal Raleigh that he put in the right field seat. So he gives up 1 run over 6 innings. He's at 76 pitches, 55 strikes. Going out to the 7th, the Pirates have the 2-1 lead. And Mason Montgomery is loosening. And now we know.
Bottom of the lineup.
Correct. Bottom of the lineup. It was 6, 7, 8, and 9. Raley and Young, the first 2 hitters that he would face, are both left-handed. And Keller has struggled mightily against left-handers. The splits are disproportionate.
But not tonight.
But not correct.
The lineup was full of lefties.
Sure. 6 of 9. That is correct. And again, Mason Montgomery is loosening. Now, I think if we're playing spreadsheet baseball, I think a lot of folks can make an argument. And listen, they would, in this instance tonight, they would, I guess, technically be right because the Pirates lost. You have Sisk out there, you have Montgomery loosening, and 3 of the next 4 hitters are going to be from the left side. I like the fact that Donnie said, the heck with it, and I think I've been fairly critical of how it's all gone this year, and I'm good with it, even though they lost the game, because you've got to be able to get more length out of your starters. Number one, the guys at 76 pitches you mentioned against these bottom 4, 1 for 8, Bob. So go get him. Go get 3 outs.
As I said, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's, and how many times has the bullpen this year crashed and burned?
Oh yes. Touche.
A ton.
Right.
And so if it happened again tonight, you pull him out of there, you go to the bullpen, and then everybody, including us, why do you take him out of the game?
He was rolling.
So, yeah. So it's a non-issue, I don't believe. I think that, as I said, the much bigger issue is only having 2 runs on the board. That was the big issue of the game, not making any kind of moves.
And I know Reynolds has tried to buoy this as best he could. Mangum has thrown his hat into the pile. Lau, Horwitz, they're hitting, sure, but say what you want about it. I mean, the Cruz Griffin thing, having them out of the lineup for a prolonged period of time. I think Pirates were able to fake their way through it, but now I think it's, water always finds its own level, and without those 2, I think they've taken on some water, and you knew it was just going to be a matter of time.
Yeah, and I think people, including myself at times, we get a little exasperated, with Cruz and a lot of strikeouts and stuff, but
now we know what he means.
We're seeing proof now that that guy's pretty important to our lineup.
I mean, just the presence in and of itself, even if he's not going well, right?
Yes.
And there are times when he's in, on a funk for 3 weeks, but just still. And we watch other managers; they move all the deck chairs around him, the chess pieces, even when he's on a 1 for 18 with 14 strikeouts.
And not having him and Griffin in the lineup is showing itself here in the month of June.
Yeah, and they're now 7-12 in the month. That said, of all nights for the bullpen to throw up 3 zeros from Montgomery, Madison, and Santana, right? Go figure. That's kind of how that all shakes out. Well, encouraging news on Griffin. He's going on the rehab. DeMario Altoona, I mean, heck, he could be back as soon as this weekend from what I'm hearing, through the grapevine. So that's highly encouraging to have, of course, not only the bat, but we've also learned defensively, the deck chair. Say what you want about Triolo. I mean, Griffin's just on another level what he does to the left side of the infield. So.
Yeah, he's a very good player. Again, there's times where he might do something out of the youthful exuberance or something you're not too crazy about. But when he's not there, man, you see it. You miss him. And, say the exact same thing about Cruz. His presence in that lineup makes a difference in the ball game.
I was asked this by a few other people, and you have seen a lot of Brian Reynolds at-bats, as have I, since he came onto the scene, and we know that he can be a very streaky hitter. He can go on these 3 to sometimes 5-week stretches where he's just the best hitter in the game. What he's continues to do now, a 13-game hit streak, a 28 on base. He goes 1 for 3 with a walk on base twice, but just everything, the at-bats, the takes, the barrels, I think it's some of the best baseball I've watched in his career. Would you agree with that, or am I over my skis there?
Yeah, I mean, can't remember the last time I think, he just had a bad at-bat. Even when he strikes out now, it looks like he's doing a pretty good job at the plate. His outs, he has hard outs. He's been very aggressive up there at the plate. Normally you see him walk a lot. Greg pointed out during the ball game that he walked tonight right after Greg pointed this out, but his walks have been way down in his last, I think, 24 games, something like that, he was saying. But because of that, the hits have just been exploding.
All over the place.
Yeah, the aggressiveness that he's showing up at the plate is really paying off for him.
Yeah, for sure. He's hunting early and barreling some balls, and even the one, he flew out to center field. I mean, that was towards the deeper part of the yard.
I mean, when
He
you're
really
feeling good and you know you got to go and you go up there looking to hit.
Yeah, well, and he has. He's feeling really good. Well, this isn't a feel-good. It's a tough one. 3-2, Pirates drop a one-run game to the Mariners. They slip a game under 500. Again, it's 7-12 in the month of June, and they're just sort of teetering, and they haven't been able to bust out, rip off that stretch. But again, with Connor Griffin, I think on the precipice of coming back here, and maybe as early as this homestand for the Red Series, that would be some nice wind behind the Pirates' sails. Cruz still a little ways out, but he's going to start doing some more baseball activity, grip a bat, maybe do some dry swings and things of that nature. So before too long, Griffin, and then shortly, hopefully thereafter, O'Neill Cruz, and that'll change things. Bob, tomorrow, we'll see what tomorrow brings if the Pirates can even it up.
All right, Dan. We'll see you later on.
There he goes. Bob Walk back in a moment. 3-2 Pirates fall to the Mariners here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Get the latest on Pittsburgh sports from anywhere with the Odyssey app. Listen to shows and Pirate games live. Check out our exclusive interviews and content anytime. Download the Odyssey app now and never miss a minute. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins AeroBurst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of AeroBurst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
When disaster strikes your home or business, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration of Pittsburgh is ready to help. Our certified team handles everything from emergency cleanup to full reconstruction, working directly with your insurance to make the process simple. Available 24/7, we respond fast and restore your property with care, honesty, and experience you can trust. Visit panhandlecr.com. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, restoring Pittsburgh's peace of mind.
Buy one window, get a free unicorn. Just kidding. Are you tired of dishonest offers? I'm Brian Murphy, owner of Easy Home Exteriors, and we take your home seriously. If you need windows, roofing, siding, or doors, we'll give you fair, honest pricing the first time, every time. No pressure, no gimmicks. We'll give you a free estimate. You don't even need to be home. Call 412-678-7008. That's 412-678-7008. If you're lucky, we'll throw in a unicorn.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Your summer food game is only as strong as what you're working with.
This July 4th at Lowe's, get up to 45% off select major appliances and save up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, save $50 on a select Pit Boss DX Smart Electric Smoker, now $249. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
There's electricity in the crowd, but when you have electrical problems, you need a family-owned business you can trust. Call Pellman Electric. Pellman Electric has been in business for over 25 years, and their qualified electricians can handle any project. Residential or commercial, outlet repairs in your house, to completing a high-rise office building, Pellman Electric will tackle any job. And if the power goes out, Pellman offers generator installation services. Visit them at PellmanElectric.com. You depend on electricity, depend on Pellman.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay, are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
After an accident, you need an injury attorney who fights for you. Ogg, Murphy, and Perkowski are ready to take on the insurance companies and win you the compensation you deserve. Call 412-391-FIRM. Ogg, Murphy, Perkowski, the firm. We're all in.
HD1 Pittsburgh. An Odyssey Sports Station. Live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios. North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the Odyssey app. 93.7 The Fan is cleared by aquickdrain.com. Now back to more of the Ogg, Murphy, and Perkowski reaction show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
High fly ball to right field to the wall. Back, and it is gone. Pittsburgh's Cole Young back at PNC Park for the first time as a major leaguer gives the Mariners a 3-2 lead in the 7th with his 7th home run of the year over the Clemente wall.
He was 3 of his last 22 going into that 7th inning at-bat against Mitch Keller. The pride of the North Hills and North Allegheny, the first-round pick of the Mariners from 4 years ago, the 22-year-old Cole Young, putting the Mariners ahead for good 3-2. They go on to win it by that score. Pirates had a 2-1 lead most of the night, and Cole Young proves to be the hero, doing some damage against his own, just like Ian Happ does, just like J.J. Weatherholt has done. That turned out to be the play of the game, brought to you by Sir Grout, your local tile grout stone restoration specialist. Back at the ballpark, Dan Zang. Really, it's the Ogg, Murphy, and Perkowski postgame show. Special thanks to Bob Walk, who joined us, courtesy of Veteran Basement Waterproofing. You can join us at 412-928-9370 and state your case on tonight's one-run loss, which sends the Pirates to 39-40. Pirates had done some pretty good work here at PNC Park against the junior circuit, 8-1 against the American League, 14-7 overall coming in. But Seattle, who they lost all 3 games to last year, didn't score a run in that series. They were held to just 2 hits in 8 at-bats with runners in scoring position tonight. Plenty of opportunities early against George Kirby, who went 6, and Kirby bests Keller, who goes to 5-5. Keller, though, pitched well. Quality start for Mitch, but the 2-run home run in the 6 innings plus in the 7th inning with the man aboard proved to be fatal in this one. Let's hear Don Kelly's thoughts, because I know there's a lot of discussion, and it was going through my mind, right? You've got a lot of left-handers in the lineup, and listen, teams are going to do that. The splits on Keller are drastic. He has struggled getting left-handers out, so it's not rare at all to see 6-7 left-handers stacked in a lineup. and he had 6, 7, and 8 in the 7th inning. Luke Raley, who was 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. Cole Young, who had grounded into a double play and rolled over to second base, was 0 for 2. And then the right-on-right, where Keller has actually excelled this year, Victor Robles, a flyout to left, and then the strikeout. So the 3 hitters that Keller needed to get were a combined 0 for 6 against him. You can argue, and you would be right, that maybe it was prudent to match up, to be proactive as opposed to reactive with the 1-run lead. Knowing what you know about Keller, the sample size is big. You can easily argue that the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, 2 of them being left-handed, you had Mason Montgomery loosening in the bullpen. You can say, and you would be correct, that Don Kelly should have gone to him. But I'm glad that he didn't. And I know that sounds crazy. And I think I've been as critical as anybody about how this whole thing has worked out, especially with the bullpen and some of the decisions. But we're sitting here at June. We're approaching the halfway mark of the year. Mitch Keller is your veteran. He's your innings eater. He was rolling. He'd thrown 76 pitches, 55 strikes. New era spreadsheet baseball would have been correct here. With the 2 left-handers that you have at your disposal, you're coming off an off day. You can easily go to Montgomery there to get the 2 left-handers out. And then hitter 9, Colt Emerson, hits from the left side. Flip the lineup card, J.P. Crawford hits from the left side. Cal Raleigh, you want to turn him around, the switch batter, to hit right-handed. So you could have gone Sisk. You could have gone Montgomery and Sisk in the 7th and the 8th innings. And that probably, paint by numbers, in the binder, that's the right way to go about it. I can't necessarily argue. You would be right, but you also would be wrong, and I would also be right by saying that the heck with it. You've got to push your starters, especially your veteran starters, especially your innings eaters, as you approach the midway point of the year, who was rolling, whose pitch count was in a great spot, to be able to get through 7 innings. You've beat up your bullpen. Your bullpen has been ineffective. I'm glad that, and I don't know if or what or how, and we're going to hear from Don Kelly in just a moment, but my thought is, and you can express your opinion at 412-928-9370, is the fact that, to me, it looked like Don Kelly saw his pitcher rolling. Don Kelly needed another inning from his starter. Don Kelly thought and trusted Mitch Keller to protect the 1-run lead, and Keller did not execute. So I'm actually good with how it all turned out. And if that means a Pirates loss, I'm okay dying by that particular sword. I'm not going to bend knee. I'm not going to be Mr. Matchup Magoo here, manager, just every matchup possible. Matchup this. No, I push your starter to get you that extra inning against the bottom of the lineup. Then you save your stuff, Montgomery, maybe it's Sisk. And then once the lineup turns over for the 4th time, okay, Mitch is giving you 7. 7 innings, 1 run. That's a much different tone on the postgame show. Before we open up the lines, let's give the skipper his first word here. Postgame with reporters a short time ago after a 3-2 loss to the Mariners, Don Kelly.
I thought he threw the ball really well. The 2 home runs that he gave up, but outside of that, I thought he pitched really effectively and threw strikes. It seemed like all of his pitches were working pretty well. I thought he pitched well.
15 fly balls from him tonight. Did you see anything different that led to a stat that was like a career high for him?
No, maybe the pitch mix. I don't know if I know he threw some sinkers, but it was some cutters in there too that maybe will get some fly balls. But he got some big ground balls too. The double play early, from Young, and induced some soft contact there.
Starting out that 7th inning, you have Montgomery ready, 2 lefties to start doing normal splits. Was there any thought to start doing Montgomery?
Yeah, we thought about it. Mitch had pitched so well up until that point, and we had Monty ready for later. We were trying to get Mitch through Robles. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but he had pitched so well up until that point. Trusting him to go back out.
Did anything shift from him in that 7th inning besides obviously results?
I don't think so. Maybe just falling behind. Fell behind Rayleigh there, first batter, and then it seemed like Young hit the homer, but then fell with Robles, ended up falling behind and then walking him.
Whether it's half or another hole from now Young, how much? It's like you gotta love the local kids make it to the big, and you hate that they come back and do that again.
Yeah, love that they make it, but don't want them to do that against us. Obviously that was a big swing from Cole right there, and don't like that at PNC.
What do you like about the early offense in this one compared to maybe how it shifted later in the game?
Yeah, I thought our approach early on was really good. Found a way to get some guys in scoring position and capitalize. Ozuna with a big base hit there early. Got 2 runs across and had a chance to score a little bit more. We need to add on there when we have the opportunity.
How much of that, Don, is the runners on base or in scoring position specifically? Your strikeout totals are high.
Yeah.
In that regard?
Again, it's kind of been a recurring theme when we've been good and we've scored a lot of runs. Like the last game in Colorado, we get the big base hit, and then when we've had these chances to score and you don't get the base hit with the runners in scoring position, the golden ones are with 2 outs, when you can find a way to get a base hit, runners in scoring position, and when we haven't scored, and ultimately those usually come in the losses.
Including tonight, and especially in Madsen's case, are you starting to see signs that your bullpen might be kind of evening things out a little bit?
I think so. Madsen mixing it up and pitched really well. Santana kind of had an outlier there in Colorado. He's been throwing the ball better of late. And just I thought Montgomery was sharp tonight. Just starting to, get those guys back to what they're capable of doing.
You mentioned Mario Ozuna that you felt like he was coming around. How much do you feel was kind of a mixed bag of the strikeouts and then the big hit?
Yeah, and a big walk. He had the base hit up the middle, and then big walk there in the 8th inning to give us a chance. Yeah, with the challenge too. He has continued to work hard, like we talked about before the game. Continued to work hard. Been a super teammate, encouraging other guys, teaching, coaching other guys through situations. And cool that he has started to swing the bat better. Had the good game against the Athletics, and then Colorado as well, and then tonight, bookended the single and the walk.
Pitch generally pitched well today, but at the same time, you haven't had a starter go 7 in over a month. How much do you need some starter, whether it's Mitch or Paul or Bubba or anyone else, to go out there and give you a little bit of a longer outing just for the starting pitching or even for the bullpen too?
Yeah, I thought Mitch pitched really well tonight and did get pitched into the 7th. Unfortunately, ran into some trouble there, but kept the pitch count low. I don't even know what he ended up at, low 90s, I think. But did a real nice job and induced contact early. And I thought he did. And, those guys, every time they go out, they're going out there to pitch, deeper into the game. They're trying to do that and just to be more efficient early on in outings, and I thought Mitch did that tonight.
So there's Don Kelly after the 3-2 loss, and I mean, I don't know, I agree. Do you disagree? Should he have matched up Montgomery against Luke Rayleigh and Cole Young? Got burned. I mean, you would clearly be right, because Keller did not get an out in the 7th inning. Double homer, 3-2 lead, Mariners, and then the walk. He's out of the game. And then Montgomery comes in. He works around a blue pit, strikes out the side. Scoreless inning for Montgomery on his ledger. Isaac Madsen, scoreless 8th inning, 1-2-3. Dennis Santana teetering a bit, but after the leadoff walk in the 9th, retired the next 3 batters he faced. State your case, brought to you by Hampton Beer Outlet, Route 8 in Hampton. Drive a little, save a lot. Father's Day special, 10% off all Hampton Beer Outlet gift cards. Let's take your calls here. We'll hear from Cole Young plus Dan Wilson on the North Allegheny grads' big 2-run home run as we go to the phone lines. And let's see here. Chuck in Uniontown will lead us off. Chuck, go ahead.
Good evening, thanks. No, I'm 1,000% with you. Someone like Keller, you've got to let him go. I mean, that's the way baseball's been played for decades, in a century like that. Now, that Yeah, you can argue about the matchups, but I don't go for that. I think the right move was made. You just simply got beat. That's all. And but the onus on this one is on the offense. You sure Cruz is out, sure Griffin is out, but there's still quality hitters in the lineup. And I think the biggest thing was in the fifth inning when we had first and second, and nobody out got nothing. Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, no, I don't have a problem with Keller pitching to Young or anything, because that's, he's a veteran pitcher. Like you say, he's your horse, he's your innings. Absolutely, I would have made the same thing. But it's just, I'll tell you, Dan, what's bothering me is 20-20 at home. Dan, that's just abominable.
You got to win, ideally, 2/3 of your games, but, I mean, they should be 5-6 games over 500.
I mean, 19-20 on the road is not terrible. That's okay. But 20-20, this should be like maybe 30-15 or something like that at home. And this, I think the division title may be slipping away, but the wild card is still there. But if we don't do something about this, the wild card is going to slip out of sight too, and this is going to be bad, because there have been so many good things about this year, so much positive. The offense was fixed. We're scoring runs, but this you're losing too many games still that you should win, and particularly when you lose them at home by 1 run. Postseason teams don't do that.
You're right, Chuck. 2 games back in a wild card now. Thanks for the call, 412-928-9370. After the 3-2 loss to the Seattle Mariners in the division, the Pirates are now 10 games back. They are 39-40. 2 games back of a wild card, 10 games back in the division. Brewers have won 3 straight games. 412-928-9370. You just heard from Don Kelly. Mitch Keller gives up a 2-run home run in the 7th inning, leading 2-1 going into that frame. Exits down a run. Jonah was at the ballpark tonight, one of the 16,000 on hand. What's up?
Hey, Dan, thanks for taking the call. And 100% right, one of the 16,000, 15 people in the ballpark. After listening to you, Chuck, and Bob earlier, I don't feel nearly as upset. After the game ended, I kind of just sat in my seat in section 119 and just kind of pondered on everything. I'm actually really blessed and fortunate to come out to Pittsburgh from Harrisburg area just for work and everything. Shout out to Dan and the food and beverage department for knocking out their assessment today, so they did a phenomenal job. Definitely food safe. I'm a little disappointed, though, at the game, because I wanted them to win. Obviously, I think I can come up with a couple of games that really stand out in my mind. Earlier this year, the series with the Rays that went into extras, or there was a delay or something, and then they lost that game. Today, they definitely could have had opportunities, like a woulda, coulda, shoulda. But I'm just like, as a fan, sometimes it can feel really depressing. And shout out to you guys for making it not nearly as unbearable. But I'm just like, something's got to give. Mitch really pitched his heart out. He had shades of himself before what's been going on lately. I thought it was really promising that he went out to the 7th. If I was DK, I probably would have had him on a short leash. If the first guy got on, that's when I would have pulled him, put on Montgomery, and then gone from there. But that's kind of like a woulda, coulda, shoulda game. But I mean, overall, I'm content. I wish I would have got the game. Won the game. Hopefully they come back tomorrow and then they take the rest of the series. But I don't know, man. At this rate, I'm just happy to be here. And one question I have for you, Dan, is it worth coming back out in September, on the 19th of September, when they face the Kansas City Royals? Should I sell my 2 tickets on SeatGeek, or should I come back and enjoy the ballpark? What are your thoughts, man?
I mean, what are the other options? Do you have something else going on September 19th? Harrisburg is, 3.5 away. Do you have any better plans?
Not really, no.
And September 19th is what that's a Saturday. What's Penn State doing? I'm sure you're a Penn State fan.
No, not really, man. Ever since
all the best. So you've answered your own question.
Penn State, you know?
You've answered your own question.
Yeah,
I
man,
just
I'll be
figure
here
everybody
for sure.
from Harrisburg is a Penn State fan.
Yeah,
I'll see you
I don't know.
September 19th.
I think for the most part, yeah. You bet, man. Thank you.
All right, there he goes, Jonah in the car from Harrisburg, driving back home. Stay safe out there. Jim in Uniontown, you're on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan after a 3-2 loss to the Mariners.
Dan, it's amazing this kid hit that home run. He was talking about that all day on the fan, about him being the one. Now that's three guys that won Pittsburgh. I'm starting to think, the Pirates, what I feel really bad about, the ball games they've given away. I can just count 5 of them. I mean, it's just like that game they should have left. They should have left Ramirez in that game. Colorado, I mean, they should have won 3 there. There's a game they dropped to Chicago where they had them toward the early part of the season. They blew a 6-0 lead. Houston, that game, they blew that game, and the game in Colorado,
that's why the year's frustrating. I mean, there's all sorts of instances, and the question is often posed, and thanks for the call, Jim, is this team and their personnel, are they better than their record or worse than their record? You could play better than your record is, or your record could be better than your actual personnel is what I'm getting at. I think Pirates' record is worse than their actual personnel. They've underachieved. 39-40. I mean, we talk about it, all the games they've left on the table, the 6 losses when leading after 6 innings, the 4 losses when leading after 7 innings. I mean, yeah, you were going through the Rolodex, the resume, the highlight tapes of all that could have been, should have been, that were not. And I guess tonight is one of those. But, Cole Young hits a home run. Don Kelly, is this one going to haunt him, keep him up at night? Maybe so, but I like the fact that he pushed Keller to the 7th inning, wanted to get a 7th inning out of him. It was just the 3rd time that Raley and Young and Robles would be seeing Keller. The 6 through 9 hitters were combined 1 for 8. Keller had struck out, let's see here. No, I'm sorry. I was looking in the 7th and 8th innings, not the 6th and 7th innings on the scorebook, but he was moving right along, efficient, attacking the strike zone, 76 pitches. Get an extra inning out of your starters. Match up with Montgomery for 9-1-2. Or, as Donnie mentioned in the postgame, after Robles, that was the cutoff. And I like that approach. I think that's fair. That's fine. Keller didn't execute. Yeah, you could have gone, because let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 6 hitters would have been hitting from the left side against a right-handed pitcher. Raleigh being a switch guy. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the next 5 hitters were going to be true left-handed sticks. So I get it. The splits are what they are. There's a lot of people that could argue successfully that you have 2 left-handers coming off an off day. You could have used Montgomery easily there in the 7th inning. You could have gone and then matched up with Sisk to get through the 8th inning. And you would not be wrong. But I don't know if you'd be right, more so in principle. You've got to be able to push your starters. And for the most part, I think folks are okay with it. Let me know if you disagree at 412-928-9370. That's fine, too. Let's go to Mike in Newcastle. Mike, Pirates fall 3-2 to the Mariners.
Hey, Dan, about the Mitch Keller thing, I'm about 50-50. I mean, yeah, he's proven he's a durable long-term starter, and you could push him, and he was efficient, but you could also make the argument that he's been struggling lately, and why not have him just go sit on the bench after 6 innings with a lead? But it's either or. The overarching problem is, and I've been calling and saying this the last few days, and I think everybody obviously knows that Jared Triolo and Jake Mangum have just been playing way too much, and that's the overarching problem. And I'll be a little bit optimistic right now. We're actually lucky to keep our heads around 500 and stay in this wild card race. I'm not as optimistic as Chuck. I'm not even looking at the division right now. I'm thinking that ship's about sailed until otherwise seen. But I'm just glad we can keep our heads above water to them two get back, and hopefully we can make a run. Because the reality is this lineup only works with them two in it. Because, like I said, with them two in it, there's not really an MVP caliber player to carry the lineup. But there's really not too many holes in, and that's what makes it work, Dan.
All right, Mike, thank you much. Coming up next, we will hear from the man of the hour, and that's the guy that hit the game-winning home run, 7th inning against Mitch Keller, Cole Young from North Allegheny High School. He powers the Mariners to a 3-2 victory over the Pirates. Game 1 of a 3-game series. It puts the Bucks a game under 500 at 39-40. We invite you to stay tuned. The Og Murphy and Perkowski postgame show continues live at PNC Park on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
93.7 The Fan Morning Show with Doran Dickerson and Adam Crowley.
Texter, Crowley, do not ask the texters to send their pipes. Great point. Yep. Poor phrasing. Biceps. I'm not even going to lie. I check out dudes now a ton because of the exercising. I'm not lying.
I believe you.
It's not a sexual thing. It's like, hey, I need to step up my game kind of thing. Should I not have said that out loud?
No.
The Fan Morning Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter.
And the match is about to begin. Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight. What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field. It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players. She's going for the ball. Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Is water taking over your basement? Are your foundation walls cracking? Don't wait. Call the experts. Call Veteran Basement Waterproofing. Having 30 years of experience and veteran-owned Veteran Basement Waterproofing believes in honest, experienced inspections and getting the job done right the first time with a lifetime warranty. Don't let water damage your home. For a free inspection, call Joe the Waterproofer at Veteran Basement Waterproofing, 724-217-0677.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Family-owned D'Amelio Heating and Cooling services heating, cooling, commercial refrigeration, and tap beer systems. D'Amelio services all brands and provides 24-hour service. D'Amelio's Heating and Cooling is a Carrier Factory certified dealer. D'Amelio Inc. is a family-owned Pennsylvania heating and air conditioner contractor invested in providing you with the very finest strategies,
heating and cooling systems at reasonable cost. D'Amelio 724-838-9360.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan gets your day started with the latest in Pittsburgh sports with the Fan Morning Show with Doran Dickerson and Adam Crowley. Weekdays 5:40 to 10. Presented by Guardian Protection on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Live from the Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills. Now, back to the Og Murphy and Perkowski reaction show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
The high fly ball to right. Going back O'Hearn to the track, the wall, and gone. Cal Raleigh on an 0-2 pitch. Homers over the Clemente wall, his 8th of the season, and it's a 2-1 Pirates lead.
Yeah, the Pirates grabbed a single run in the second inning. One out double by Andy Rodriguez cashed in on the Marcell Ozuna opposite field RBI single, 1-0 Buccos. And then 3 straight one-out hits by the Pirates. Nick Gonzalez knocking home Brandon Lau, 2-0. And then the Mariners scored the final 3 runs of the game. What you just heard there, the Cal Raleigh 0-2 pitch grooved by Mitch Keller. Hit for a home run, a solo shot. It stayed a 2-1 ball game until Keller, who threw well 6 innings, went just 1 run on the 5 hits, but then gave up a double and a 2-run home run to Cole Young. 6 innings plus for Keller, gives up the 3 runs, 4 strikeouts, 63 of his 92 pitches for strikes. Cole Young turns out to be our electric player of the game from Pellman Electric, cutting-edge electrical contractors covering the tri-state. Here's what manager Dan Wilson had to say about Cole Young playing at PNC Park, the first-round pick of the Mariners back in 2022. The 22-year-old Tiger is able to return to PNC Park and sink his hometown team that he grew up rooting for. So here he is, Dan Wilson.
You could see him trying to fight back, grinning and running the bases, but once he kind of got near you guys, you could tell like how much that meant to him.
Yeah, I mean, those are the seats he used to sit in. I mean, it's got to be pretty cool. Talking to he and talking to Colt Emerson too, who used to come here quite a bit. Those guys sitting up there in the outfield. Being able to put a ball up there to win a ball game, that's got to be a full circle moment for your life, and really cool that it happened for Cole tonight.
Going back to Cole for a moment, just here in year 2 versus year 1, but where have you seen him make the most strides offensively in the batter's box, and just what do you attribute making those improvements or those adjustments to?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's really come up big in a lot of sort of leverage situations for us, and earlier in the year, a couple series in a row where he just with runners in scoring position was just driving the ball over the ballpark. And I think for him at his age to be able to stay on the level and consistent with his approach is pretty mature, and we've seen that all season long. And tonight again, just I don't think he's trying to do too much. He's just going in there looking to do what Cole Young does, and he got a pitch tonight that he was able to drive, and that was that was the ball game.
So there's Mariners manager Dan Wilson, the former backstop. Mentioned Colt Emerson. He's from Zanesville, Ohio, went to John Glenn High School. So Cole Young, the 2-run home run, puts the Mariners ahead. They go on to win 3-2. And he spoke with reporters. The man of the hour, the North Allegheny Tiger, with everybody driving back to Wexford. Here's your native son.
You couldn't hit in the river?
No, I don't think I have enough juice for that.
Can you just walk us through that whole sequence?
Yeah, really hit that doubles, so no outs. I was just trying to get the ball on the ground on the right side, move him over. That was just the goal of the at-bat, and luckily that happened.
Cole, did you know that one was gone when it left your bat out of field swing-wise?
Yeah, it felt great. I had a pretty good idea, but never really sure if it's gone or not. But I know I got it good, so I knew I had a chance.
What did it mean to look up and see that standing ovation behind the dugout when you crossed home?
Yeah, it's really special. This time I got my whole family, all my friends in the stands. It was really special.
What was their reaction after we were on the field getting to see him?
Yeah, it was cool. They're all super excited, so I was super super excited to see him as well. So it was awesome.
Well, could you hear them like right when you hit it, and then they kind of rose like when it hit, like they went insane over there. They're like, could you hear them as you rounded the bases?
Yeah, I could hear the crowd a little bit. No, it was super surreal moment, and it was great.
We saw you meeting up with a bunch of people before the game, kind of along the railing there. Were there a lot of people that you hooked up with that you maybe weren't expecting to see or be here?
Yeah, I mean,
there's a few people that I didn't expect, but the people before the game was my high school baseball coaches, so it's always great to see them and get to say hi to them.
What's kind of going through your head as you're rounding the bases there? I mean, realizing it's your hometown, your family's here. And...
I guess I kind of blacked out a little bit. It was just like, a really cool moment. I just blacked out and just glad I got the job done.
Does it take any pressure off the rest of the series, getting a big one out of the way like that?
Yeah, a little bit. I just didn't want to go hitless in this series, so it takes a little bit of pressure off.
Is that your new favorite PNC Park memory? I know you talked about the wild card game. Is that going to be the top of it?
Yeah, I think this is number one.
You get that ball back, Cole?
Yeah, my high school coach did, but I let him keep it, so he's going to keep it. Yeah.
Well, what have you seen from pitchers over the last few weeks? I mean, they've seemed to adjust and they're kind of pushing stuff away on you and everything else. Like, what have you seen that they're trying to attack you differently after the early success?
Yeah, like you said, just it seems like most of the bats just attacking away, but I feel like it just comes down to like me and staying disciplined in my approach and not chasing those away pitches and just staying disciplined to that and knowing what I do damage on.
Cole Young, North Allegheny High product, 2-run homer, wins the game for the Mariners 3-2 over the Pirates. Storybook stuff. Good for him. Good for Ian Happ. Good for J.J. Weatherholt. Good for Sean Casey. Good for everybody. Taking a look at who's hot, who's cold from D'Amelio's HVAC in Greensburg, your comfort, their business. Well, it remains Brian Reynolds, extending his hit streak to 13 games. His on-base streak goes to 28 consecutive games. That's the longest in Major League Baseball. So Reynolds continues to be out of his mind. And a few other stats in the night from Easy Home Exteriors. 7-game hit streak for Brandon Lau. Reynolds, we told you, has the 13-gamer. Jake Mangums is snapped at 7 games. So there are the streaks of note. No NJM insurance runs. That's why the Pirates lost. They had plenty of opportunities to add on, but go 2 of 8 with runners in scoring position. But nevertheless, NJM insurance, no jingles, no mascots. It's just great insurance. The Pirates bullpen, however, Guardian Protection is proud of them. They're your hometown security company. They did a nice job holding the fort. Scoreless 7th inning from Mason Montgomery, 1-2-3 8th inning for Isaac Mattson, and Dennis Santana working around a leadoff walk in the 9th inning to throw up a 0. So between the 3, 1 hit, 3 zeros, 5 strikeouts by the Pirates bullpen. For tomorrow, taking a look at it, courtesy of Pella Windows and Doors, PellaPittsburgh.com. It'll be Braxton Ashcraft making his 16th start of the year. He won the 12-4 decision, allowing just a couple of runs, 1 earned, as he struck out 7 over 6 innings of work against the A's in Sacramento. He's the owner of a .216 earned run average in his 4 interleague starts this year. And he has a .286 over his last 9 going back to the 3rd of May against the Cincinnati Reds. So Braxton Ashcraft on the mound for the Pirates tomorrow, 6-3 with a .318 earned run average, a 6-5 record, .394 earned run average for his mound opponent, right-hander Brian Wu. 6:40 first pitch, North Shore Tavern leadoff show, 5:45 here from PNC Park. Thanks to Bob Walk for stopping by the show, and to Joel Nelson back in our Green Tree Studios. From the ballpark, Dan Zang really saying goodnight. Final score once again as the Pirates fall to 39-40 on the year, 7-12 in the month of June. Seattle 3, Pittsburgh 2. Talk to you tomorrow. The nightly sports call is coming up next on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Boney and Muller think they know football until they talk to Aditi Kikawala every Wednesday at 4:15. You see Aditi each week reporting on the sidelines. Tune in as she tells us what she saw and talks about everything going on across the league. Aditi is brought to you by Mr. Water Heater, 2 Men in a Junk Truck, Tri-State Office Equipment, Hampton Beer Outlet, and Joe Ball GMC.
Sir Grout Pittsburgh specializes in hard surface restoration. Whether it's tile or grout cleaning and sealing or natural stone restoration, Sir Grout will transform and renew floors, kitchens, foyers, mudrooms, bathroom showers, and countertops. They can restore the beauty and luster of natural stone with polishing and preventative stain sealant processes. Sir Grout trained technicians can even change the grout color to update the area's look and style. Call 412-960-6310 now to book your appointment.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Now, it's time for the Nightly Sports Call, a look at the world of sports, with a selection of hosts from the TV side, including Bob Pompiani, Cassidy Wood, and Richie Walsh, along with our fan hosts Andrew Filipponi and Chris Muller. Monday through Friday, get up to date on your favorite teams with a group you can trust. The hottest takes, the most up-to-date insight. The Nightly Sports Call is on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
You always love to see the hometown kids come back. It stinks when they're playing for the other side, though.
Well, and this happens all the time to the Pirates. I mean, J.J. Weatherhole, his numbers against the Pirates are, unreal. And he's done his best work early in his career against the Pirates. And he's probably going to do it for another 10 years against them because he's very early in his career. Ian Happ's numbers against the Pirates are Hall of Fame worthy. I mean, if he only played the Pirates, he'd be in Cooperstown when his career was done, and he is always on base against them, and he's usually hitting home runs and getting critical hits to win games when he comes back to Pittsburgh. So just now add Cole Young to that list. It was, I thought, a tough call by Donnie Kelly to even have Mitch Keller in that situation to begin with. You've got all these lefties coming up for the Mariners in that seventh inning, and I get it. Mitch Keller, to that point in the game, had done very well. But once he let the first guy on in the seventh inning, to me, that would have been a good time to pull him. The Pirates need to stop acting like Mitch Keller is a number one or number two starter. And you don't afford Mitch Keller the same opportunities to go deep into games and potentially blow games the way that you would with Paul Skeens. His ERA in June, I think, was over 7. So if we're talking about Mitch Keller from last year in the first half of the season, yeah, I have more faith in him getting through that seventh inning. But once the runner got on and you've got those lefties coming up, and